Puff instructed Craig Mott if he failed to exchange control, he wasn't with him, no extra, you understand. And they had a actual big beef at the back of that guy. Craig Mack went to his grave mad at terrible boy, I had a gun in my lap. If it involves getting unsightly in which any person's gonna be looking to kill me, I'm gonna ought to do something first, or do something to prevent that from occurring. Craig Mack seemed to be the next extremely good aspect in the rap scene. At one point together with his debut, he won award after award and offered file after file. However, these glad times had been all too quick. Craig exited the profession as fast as he entered it, however, not without incident indeed. His time inside the industry drove him to the verge of homicide. Craig's remaining unseen interview found out some alarming new facts. He wanted to assassinate Diddy. What drove him to this point? And why did he come to a halt in latest video? You will examine everything there's to recognize approximately it. Craig desired his money for his tune, so Puff say yo I ain't with that child. No extra. Craig Mack witnessed the highs and lows of the track enterprise. In just a few years, he regarded grew considerable and invincible, and then vanished. Then how did all of it come to skip? And in this kind of hurry, it turns out that the whole thing become the fault of one guy. Diddy is none aside from the infamous tune manufacturer. Craig changed into eager to kill Diddy because he had made and then destroyed his career. I do not need to try this. But if it involves getting unsightly wherein someone's gonna be trying to kill me, did he continuously run Craig? Did he regularly try Craig's staying power, not just via impeding his rap career, but additionally by robbing him of his money? At one time, did he invited Craig to report at his studio, but then refused to pay him, let's assume, anyone that desired to do any other album with me? So I said, cool, I pass. I gave him my fee. The price became to me, it changed into low, no matter having fixed an inexpensive rate for his process. And having already agreed on price, did he trick Craig and only presented him a third of while he owed him? You give me the money as we pass, you do not say. I think a third once more, I assume a third once more, while we end the real recording of the hour. Craig, on the other hand, turned into mild and knave and consented settlement. However, if the man or woman within the industry who cannot be trusted, it's Miles Diddy. If he that guy will steal every closing bit from you. Craig in the end identified what become happening and refused to paintings for Diddy any longer, not anything to place, no money. So I stopped recording. I said I'm now not gonna be in fool and sit down here and do all these things for everybody, and I'm now not gonna see something from it. But Diddy's a spoiled brat who believes everybody owes him cash, even though he would not pay it. So he went ahead and determined to band together in opposition to Craig. Diddy is a violent guy who seems to be infatuated with gangs, thugs, and the mafia lifestyle. In standard, yo, you realize you owe us an album. And I'm like, that is my pals. However, I don't owe you, you owe me cash. You recognize what I'm announcing. So if you come over as opposed to dough, if we are able to give you the relaxation of the album. So it got here as no wonder when Craig said, did he try to force Craig to paintings for him for free? Did he bother Craig for so long that even someone as easygoing and placid as Craig turned into stretched to his barriers? Craig became so agitated and disturbed by means of the common threats that he pulled out his rifle and, taken into consideration executing the unthinkable, I had a gun in my lap. And I'm sitting there, I'm speaking to God. I'm like, Lord, I do not need to do that. Craig had prepared to kill Diddy. If he kept threatening him, in the end, Craig's survival became at stake. Diddy become going to damage his existence if he didn't stick up for himself. If it involves getting ugly in which someone's gonna be seeking to kill me, I'm gonna have to do something first, or do something to prevent that from happening. But what came about subsequent will astound you, because it did. Craig Mack. Craig sat there contemplating homicide, but God had different plans for him. Craig heard gospel music at the radio, and it entirely altered his coronary heart in an instant. And when I grew to become the station, all this gospel track Came on, I knew that it changed into God talking to me. Craig's spots of homicide vanished instantly. And he knew God might by no means need him to perpetrate such wickedness. Craig changed into so tormented by this tragedy that he gave up on his Hollywood career completely. He banished for 6 years, most effective to reappear as a cult member. He seems to have visible God that deadly night time when he deliberate to assassinate Diddy. Reward, the Lord reward, the Lord praise, the Lord reward, the Lord praise, the Lord praise the Lord. Despite the fact that Craig never again to the tune industry, his short career can be remembered. He assisted within the loss of life of Diddy and his huge bad boy employer. However, their antagonism lasted longer than their relationship. The narrative begins whilst Craig first started out his musical career. He went beneath the stage name Sack and created the rap organization Mrs. and Troop. With simplest one, unmarried below their belt, the organization disbanded. Craig become then imagined to be a member of another rap institution, known as the Hit Squad. However, matters fell through, and he was faced with a prospect of in no way making it as a rapper. Fortuitously, his management did not give up and retained to put up his demos and rap motion pictures to several producers. After a string of rejections, Craig was given the hazard of a lifetime and unplanned audition in front of an expertise director from the most important document label Uptown Document. Are you able to guess who this lifestyle's converting talent director become? That's accurate. Diddy turned into there. Did he recognize Craig's skills and capability and notion he had the capacity to make it large? Diddy got him on a remix, which released his rap profession. Matters took another turn when Diddy was sacked from Uptown Facts, and Craig appeared to be returned at the starting line. However, Diddy devised a survival strategy and taken Craig along for the adventure. Craig became signed by Diddy's Bad Boy Records. Craig appeared to have a shot at making it big, and he was crucial to Bad Boy and Diddy. After all, he became the label's first artist to release a single. Craig released his first unmarried Flava for Your Ear, and the music grabbed the world via hurricane. It went platinum, and Craig changed into nominated for a Grammy. Then again, not anything may want to stop him from his terrible fate. Diddy desired to tug him down, just as he had led him to the top of the globe. Craig became definitely sidelined by Diddy before he even had a threat. In spite of everything, Diddy had observed an alternative for Craig in the shape of the Notorious Big. Due to the fact I visible an interview that Biggie did with Little Siege Right, and he stated that he failed to with Craig making an interview. I in no way understood that man due to the fact Craig importance on the time turned into hotter than massive within the stool between Biggie and Craig. Diddy forget about Craig completely. He in no way allowed Craig the possibility to journey the wave of his debut. As a substitute, he launched a remix of his tune with different musicians like Biggie and started out focusing on their careers. Diddy might squander any possibility presented to Craig, after which lie approximately at, in interviews, I'm certain you've got lots matters in safe for mommy. Yeah. Actually, we were given a brand new album. We are working on him to drop in January. Besides that, we are approximately to simply drop our ARP stuff to keep face and make himself look exact in public. Did he made white lies about Craig operating on a new album? Craig's puzzled expression tells us all we want to understand. Diddy turned into deceiving Craig, who had no concept what album he changed into, referring to Craig hit no record in the works, and no plans for a comeback. Craig's profession became efficaciously halted, even after his Grammy nomination. It is as if Diddy desired to play God and decide who must and shouldn't achieve success. Diddy is a tune magnate who controls the whole enterprise, but there is no honest process to be located here. Diddy is a bully and a cheater who takes benefit of absolutely everyone he can. He took cash from all of his artists and paid them much less than they deserve, simply so he ought to construct his personal wealth mace. Some other musician with whom he collaborated protested, and Diddy started stressful receipts. But it's his old play. He's unconcerned about receipts being right here. So massive cannot provide you with no receipts he did. Craig Mack can't provide you with receipts he did. One fan complained that Diddy damages each musician he signs. All of them appear to have lousy endings. And the only man or woman who blessings from them is Diddy, he said. I've in no way truly taken Diddy's black excellence aspects seriously. All the artists signed to him either had premature deaths or just did not end up as large as they can be. Loon Crate Mac Day 26 Mace Daddy Kane. It's others. Consider that all of Diddy's animosity is warranted. It's no marvel Craig wanted to kill him for causing him so much pain and grief. As one Twitter person placed it, I can apprehend why people experience a few sort of manner about Puff Daddy. He hasn't specially health subjects locks. And Mace had to fight their way out of agreement. Craig Mack hated Diddy till death. Rob does not communicate properly of him. And that's it from us these days. Until subsequent time, bye.